What big steps you take, young man. 103-100.
Ted Davis on the call on the Bucks Radio Network. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 36 points, 14 rebounds. Chris Middleton at 19 with 6 boards and 8 assists. For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, 25 points and 9 rebounds. Serge Ibaka, 15 and 11 assists. Milwaukee outscored the Clippers on the road in the fourth quarter, 28-19, and they outscored the Clippers 51-18 from 3. Our NBC Sports Bay Area Spotlight game of the night, a wild one, as Boston was entertaining Washington. Wizards have played better, and they're in this game late in the game, and they have the ball.
Now the Celtics have the foul, but the ball's inbounded to Beal. Beal steps on the end line. They're giving it back to the Celtics. No foul with 12 seconds to go. Boston gets the ball back. Down only 1.
That's crazy.
They are going to review it.
I mean, I know Joe Biden's talking about $15 an hour, but I'm sure that the ball boy ain't getting $15 an hour.
Because Beal put his right foot down to try to pivot and skidded out from under him.
And, of course, he steps out of bounds with the ball. They had someone step out of bounds earlier in that game with the ball, so Beal was not tonight's winner. But it did give the ball back to Boston with a chance to go ahead.
10 seconds to go. Return to Tatum against Beal on the left wing. Tatum spins, goes quick on the baseline, flips it up, and in! With 4.7 to go, the Celtics grab the lead. Timeout, Scott Brooks.
Wow.
And wow, indeed, final play of that game.
Ojeleye will guard the inbound from Westbrook. 4.7 to go. They hand it to Westbrook, and here we go. Game on the line. Westbrook gets it in towards Beal. In the corner, Beal smothered by Tatum. Help from Ojeleye. Forces a jumper. It rims out at the buzzer, and the Celtics pull a rabbit out of the hat tonight.
Oh, my God. That ball looked like it was in the well. He was flat-footed. Great trap on the baseline. You just stole something from the bank, buddy.
Yeah, Sean Grande and Cedric Maxwell on the Celtics Radio Network. Boston won 11, Wizards won 10. Tatum with 31 points and 8 rebounds for the Celtics. Beal 46 and 7, Westbrook 24 points and 11 rebounds. Davis Bertans back on the floor for Washington. He had 20 off the bench. Now for Beal, the Wizards have lost 11 straight games where Beal has scored 40 or more. Now, to be fair to Beal, a lot of that happened last year when John Wall was out and was just Bradley Beal on the Wizards. So that has something to do with it, but it's a very interesting stat. Walt Bellamy, second NBA all-time. 9 times he scored 40 or more in a row to have his team lose. New York, all of a sudden, well, it's time to break up the New York Knicks. They're above 500.
Toppin's runner, it is good. Left side of the lane, switched to the right, and he banked it in across his body. Toppin gives the Knicks a 21-point lead.
Excellent body control and a very difficult shot.
New York wins 109-90. Julius Randle, 25 points and 8 rebounds. R.J. Barrett had 21. Our old friend Alec Burks, 16 off the bench. Jeremy Grant, 21 points and 8 boards. And Dennis Smith Jr., 7 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists in 27 minutes. Meanwhile, the Knicks outscored Detroit 52-34 in the paint. Miami taking on Atlanta tonight. And for the Miami Heat, Goran Dragic is back and playing, and that means they have that other weapon and that guy who loves to roll pick and roll or knock down a jumper.
Hero on that left wing. Dragic in the corner for 3. Got it to go. 105-95, Miami by 10. All of a sudden, the Heat have found offense and defense at the same time.
109-99. Heat get the win. Fourth quarter, they outscored the Hawks 31-22. Kendrick Nunn with 24 points for the Heat. And Bam Adebayo, 16 points and 13 rebounds. Miami's bench outscored Atlanta's bench 42-9 in this one. Clint Capella, 20 points and 14 rebounds. Collins with 34 and 10 for the Heat. Tough times in Houston.
Morant, cross-court feed Brooks. One more to the baseline. Clark open from 8. Floats it up and in.
Nice unselfish play by Dylan Brooks right there to make the extra pass. Passed up an open three-pointer for a wide open baseline short jumper right there on the porch by Brandon Clark.
And for that win, it was Memphis 133, Houston 84. Rockets have lost 11 in a row. John Wall led the Rockets with 14. By the way, it was John Morant had 7 assists, but he was a plus 30 in that game. The Rockets from 3, they were 4 for 45. Is that right? 4 for 45 from 3. We're getting additional confirmation from Allen Brown. On the fast break, Memphis 35-8 over the Rockets in the paint. It was 74-36. Tough times for the Rockets. Let's get to a couple of games that are still being played as we speak. Don't forget, Chicago at Toronto was postponed. Raptors having all kinds of COVID issues, but that's with their coaching staff as well. Phoenix leading Minnesota by 20 with 8:43 to go, 99-79. That's in Minnesota. And in the capital city, Sacramento leading Charlotte 62-60. No Gordon Hayward today, sitting this one out for the Charlotte Hornets. Quick correction, I said the matinee in LA. That's because they always play a matinee on the weekends in LA. The Clippers-Bucks game was in Milwaukee. Milwaukee winning that one 105-100. Warriors came out not ready to play in LA, 117-91. Lakers with the win. We'll come back with R.C. Davis from our satellite studio in Discovery Bay to wrap up the State Farm postgame show on the 95.7 The Game Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
What's the best way to